But here we go with the very first attack from Space Station. P. Castro kick it off. And of course, it is the Lalo Queen. Charged Lalo with 27 balloons here.
Yeah, and especially with reported building a lot of those annoying looking ring bases, there's always things which can go wrong. And especially with Lalo, we know one small second you're not paying attention, you might lose your queen ability, you might lose the ability of reaching that town hall. And remember, if this town hall is not going down from the queen, you might have a big problem, because Lalo against ring bases, that's sometimes really tough to secure that save if things are going wrong. But for now, things are looking really good for Picastro with this charge, with diving straight into this bottom side. But there's a lot of damage on this queen, Corbin.
Yeah, quite a bit of damage as the queen is going to continue her push in towards the eagle, the enemy queen. We do have the royal champion next to this town hall all the way in the middle. And little did we know that I was taking a look at some of the stats from Chase the Ace, that there's been 0 1-stars on ring bases. With these anti-2s, the town hall in the middle, I would have thought that there was going to be a little bit more. The 1-stars have actually been coming on the anti-3-star designs. So let's see what P. Casio can come in as he's sending the blimp, which is a little bit more of a secure route to be sure that the town hall goes down, but it has to make it all the way there.
Yeah, and he's even investing in rage to make sure this town hall is going down as quickly as possible. Queen ability is getting forced though, and that town hall, wait a second, is it going down? You said it.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Wait, did I do? Oh.
He redirects those Yeti mites to go into the town hall to secure that second star. The queen is going down, and we have talked about it. Reported so far, really were heavily going towards those ring bases, and it seems like it's paying off. They were trying to prevent the Lalo with the traps, and it has worked great. Especially, Corbin, considering if we take a look at the stats again, P. Castro so far in this tournament in Stage 2 and Stage 3 is perfect. He has not failed so far. So the question is, can those heroes overpower the backend? Because, I don't know, heroes are strong.
Oh, they are incredibly strong as the RC pops her belly, skips across. No, don't tell me he's going to be able to still get this. What? Can he still get his royal champion? There's a low health single target Inferno. She's moving her way in, but he's getting time. 27 seconds. Single target Inferno's going down. What? Are you serious? The power of his heroes. He does still 3-star this base, and P. Castro is staying perfect, and he hasn't failed yet. What?
What a save this was, and you can see really the pros know those strategies in and out, and especially he not reinvested anything into the Lalo. You have seen that. He had many loons on the back end because he knew, okay, this Lalo is done. The Warden ability is not good. Like, we had to use that early. There is still a lot of damage on the backline, so let's just use the loons, which I still have remain, to snipe up those buildings. So he really nicely adjusted on the fly with trying, and especially that invisibility spell. I know a lot of people are going to be upset that this is a 3-star, but I feel like the majority of people would have not used that invisibility spell, especially that quick thinking like he did, redirecting, because the Yeti mites were about to jump into the Inferno Tower, redirecting them to jump into the Town Hall, and with that, taking it down, because if that Town Hall would have stayed alive, this would have been a 1-star most likely, or even a low percentage attack, but with that invisibility, really nice save. Let's dive into the next one, because we have Space Station now with a complete different approach with those spaces. This time around, it's the anti-3-star setup, and we're going to see our first ground attack. I'm happy.
Yes, indeed. We've got our super bowlers, with Queen Charge Lalo being the most common attack strategy, coming in at about almost used 70 times. We have Super Bowler Smash being the 3rd most used strategy, and this actually has the highest hit rate at a 74% of the time, getting a 3-star. So let's see what Philip can do here with the Warden walking into the Town Hall through this Ground Expo, and the Flame Flingers looking to help secure the multi-target Inferno, the Mortar. So obviously he can provide a little bit of distraction to keep that Flame Flinger nice and secure as he goes through. Then he's going to look to send these Super Bowlers right on through towards that Eagle.
I think what makes this even more impressive, that the hit rate of this strategy is so high, is that it's not like maybe twice used, maybe 3 times used or something like that. No, this is the 3rd most used strategy right now with the super bowlers. And so far it's looking great. He's using the giant to distract the mortar. But right now the first couple of shots are coming in. The tunnel is finally down. And at 1 minute and 40 seconds, he's starting with his queen to get those healers switching over into the smash. And this has taken a lot of time. And the Hog Rider is already released from that siege barracks.
Yeah, he's got the hogs, but he needs the warden to follow the super bowl. He pops the ability, which protects a few of the hogs here. But the queen has taken the healers as she's making her way into the core. Now she's going to get stuck on that. What? The healers, they transfer off to the super bowlers. What a clutch healers here to help keep them alive in the core and not staying on his queen.
Yeah, now all of those skeletons and Tesla are popping up around this bottom side. The Royal Champion was able to take down this entire flank because there was no damage. But instead, he's saving her with that invisibility spell. And take a look at that, Corbin. He even used the unicorn on the Royal Champ, and the top side is not looking too bad, but 50 seconds.
Wait, he does have a rage spell he can use on his RC and the unicorn down there, but he decides to rage up these super bowlers. They're making their way through. There's the freeze onto the scatter shot. There's not much time. The queen, the RC is going down. Oh, he uses a freeze, which is going to be clutch for these wizards to help clean up down south. He needs a queen ability to get faster. That defending king's going to be annoying. Oh, no.
No way. He's chasing the unicorn. And with that, the wizard is switching to the king. And time feels like the big issue. This warden walk just took way too long, but is this maybe a miracle? I don't really see it, to be honest, but we have seen miracles before.
We have indeed. But unfortunately, that king is going to stall him up, and this is going to be a 2-star. Philip is not going to be able to get this 96% 2-star, and literally those 4 buildings can make all the difference in this match, especially against a team like Space Station. And Bernal's base holds strong there.
Yes, we said already, reported in this match. I mean, there's not many matches in the world where you would consider reported gaming being the underdog. But I think in this specific match versus Space Station, they're for sure the underdog. And they really had to stay to the last couple of attacks, I think, close to Space Station to make this a really incredible close match. But right now, already in the first attack, they're not able to get the 3-star. And especially, I think most of the time you're trying to do the attacks first, where you're saying, okay, guys, I see the plan right away. Let's not discuss any further about that. This is locked. I would just go in with that. I'm pretty confident with that. And this attack, where they are saying they're confident, this is the first attack to go for. This is the fail. That is really unfortunate. And I hope they have then some better approaches, maybe some better time management. I think power was enough, but Space Station now is up next. And they're going in again with Lalo. I mean, no big surprise. They're just the Lalo Kings. And they're just so good with this. And we see 3 rocket loons in the mix and a lonely Valkyrie.
So there are 3 players on Space Station that are perfect so far throughout the qualifiers. And we already saw one of them, P. Castro. Another one is Leo, and he is up right here. And the third, of course, is Bernal. None of those players in Space Station have failed yet. They are perfect. But you know what happens is once you say that, you cause some jinxing to go on, and it causes some fails. But let's see if Leo can power through that here with this queen charging into the eagle. Then she's gonna make her way toward the balloon. Nice, pulls a sneaking air mine there. But does that mean there's quite a bit of sneaking air mines through this charge? Let's keep our eye on this queen.
Oh, and now the blimp. That is quite a risky blimp, no? Isn't it? There is the blimp going, but there's no black mines on this angle, and because there's now some super sneaky goblins. No, just regular sneaky goblins. Taking that town hall now down without any problems, and even looking out the clan cast to a perfect timing with nearly no damage on this queen whatsoever. So this attack again is looking really solid for the Space Station guys.
Oh, that was perfect timing of the blimp. Queen moving in, able to get that valley. Now going to continue this queen. There's a poison, a rage to keep this queen going. Now eventually through this enemy queen, and here comes a bit of the Lala with a warden right off the bat, and headhunters. Giant bomb pops the warden ability for these balloons and rages them up. Help get through the scatter shot even quicker. Oh, look at that! The tornado trap was on the outside of Oh, imagine if Leo went to the other side. He would have got baited, and that blimp would have went down. Wow.
Yeah. And it's again this two-phase Lalo, I want to call it. This is what they're always doing right now. They're sending in one Lalo part, or I would more just sending in loons with the ward together, and then one hound with loons from the top side. But again, he's relying completely on his heroes. The king ability is giving him some more power at the top side. He has no warden ability left. He has still quite a few of spells left, I have to say. And again, this Sing Inferno Tower is now getting overwhelmed, and it's the heroes which are doing all of the work.
It's the power of the heroes indeed. Uses the freeze, rage onto the minions, help take out that ground expo even faster. And look at this, with an RC ability, the Queen ability. And this is yet another 3-star here from Space Station. And what an attack! It's not your typical standard Lalo where you typically see the Hound coming in, balloons moving your way around. No! He uses balloons with the raged up Warden, Headhunters to clear the Royal Champion, and doing a different type of Lalo that you don't typically see. I never would even think about trying to do what he just did, but hey, that's a 3-star for Space Station. They're keeping the 3 stars rolling in.
Yeah, and I think especially just the approach overall with knowing, okay, heroes are strong, but how can we set them up as well to make them look even stronger than they already are? And I feel like he did a really good job in going into all of those heavy defenses, like the Expos. He took down majority of those Expos, either with the Queen or with the Lalo. His scatter shot was taken down. So all of those important defense, which are dealing a lot of damage towards the King, towards the Royal Champ and everything, were taken down in the beginning. So those heroes can then overtake the core, where what is most of the time in the core? Yes, that's right, a multi-Inferno Tower. I don't think any hero cares about a multi-Inferno Tower, so this is a really nice setup overall from Space Station. Now we're back, and I mean, I love reported so far for what they're doing. First, Super Bonus, and now Queen Charge Hybrid. It seems like they have listened to my introduction where I said, okay, I want to see ground attacks. Now I hope that they're going to, well, succeed, because otherwise this might me feel kind of bad.
Really, indeed. The ground attacks is what Repotted wants to bring in. But as this Queen is charging her way through, for anyone that's interested on the other matches, we have Queen Walkers that have 2 triples right now against Inquisition, who have failed. And then we have GS, who has 2 triples as well. Blind Esports has failed in their match. And then Marshall's Kiss has started off with a 3-star as well. For that, Message Stella has a 3-star in their match as well. So we'll provide you guys some updates throughout as this goes on. But it looks like we have the town hall going down for Giannis. Taking that down, starting this Queen to continue her way through this section. Oh, she's making her way a little bit more left here. Not going behind where the town hall was in that compartment. So she can help grab the scatter shot, the enemy Queen. And then maybe send the hybrid through the Eagle on the left side? We'll have to see. Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm wondering if that was planned or not.
Yeah.
She's keep going to the bottom side, but at the same time now, there's 2 bomb towers. I feel like it was not planned the pathing like this, but with this, I want to say no buildings at the bottom side of the town hall. It was somewhat to be expected, I guess. But let's see if he can see the power through those both bomb towers. He tried to take one of them out with the Babe Dragon, which did not work. But this Queen just doing her own thing, walking around the outside. Man. And now finally approaching the Eagle, but is this still enough? I mean, Hybrid can be strong if there is no Spring Traps, and I think so far I'm not seeing too many Hogs flying.
Oh, there's a few. Right as you say, the Hogs are getting sprung. As now Hogs from that Siege Barracks going over towards that topside multi, but they are getting picked off really quickly. Royal Champion already burned her ability. Queen has her ability here, but he needs to protect his RC, and he does just that to try to take out this multi-target Inferno. But you know his Queen. Oh my goodness. And the Queen, she's avoiding the Eagle. She's just doing her own thing, staying on the outside of this base.
This Queen really hates to go inside the base, I feel like. She really tried to avoid doing that. I know everything is lying on this Queen. He can wall break her in. Like, he can wall break her in as soon as this Tesla is down. The wall break should work. Yep, exactly. And now the time is the issue. That's the big question. Is time going to be enough, Corbin?
Oh, those balloons were clutch on the Tesla over there. Now they're moving into the Archer Tower to help provide a little bit of extra damage with the Queen ability. And it looks like he is still able to get the 3-star with this hybrid. The Queen going the wrong way, even though he did grab the Town Hall. but he did not. He wanted that queen to go a little bit higher up to grab the bomb towers, because that would have been 2 bomb towers the queen would have been able to reach and secure. And especially you take those down, any hog attack, a minor attack, a hybrid, it does really well because you don't have to worry about the splash from the bomb tower explosion. But he still was able to get it done after a lot of things were going wrong.
Hybrid OP, hybrid just OP. Now, I'm kidding, but I think no one really expected base building wise that someone is playing hybrid into 2 bomb towers. I think this was not really to be expected, so I guess that's always the big thing. If you're not hitting those spring traps with your hybrid, you're looking good. This is still an incredible, powerful strategy in the game, especially if you can control the queen. This time the queen had her own mind and just circuit the entire base. But I mean, it has worked out, so really good job to the queen. But now it's back to Space Station. I'm wondering what type of Lalo we're seeing next. What is it?
Oh!
Wait. Wrong script. Why is there witches in this one? Marinelle, what are you doing?
Wow, we've got Marnal coming in with the Super Witch. And this attack has only been used once with the Super Witches. It's not used many times. And let's see, that in stage 3, just to clarify here, so in stage 3, Super Witch is only used 1 time, and it did get a triple. There was a Super Witch Lightning, Super Witch that was used as well, that failed. The walking into the Super Witches here with the healers, maybe 2 times, I would say here. This is going to take a lot of time. That's the thing, is with Super Witches. You need to get them down nice and early, otherwise you're going to run the risk of time failing. And so, just over 2 minutes, 10 seconds, that's when he's got the Super Witches deployed to move his way on in.
Yeah, and he has 2 regular witches. And, I mean, I have to say I tried them out a little bit as well, like the Super Witches in my last couple of attacks, because I just want them to make... I just want them work somehow, because I think it's a pretty cool troop. I feel like witches, a lot of times, I don't know if they really make the job that great with cleaning things up, because the king is already there. He's using his siege perks as well, so maybe he could have used something different. But right now, he's struggling a little bit to get through this core, because the Town Hall, the Tornado Trap, the defending Lava Hound, everything is attacking his troops.
Yep, he's got the Rage down. He's going to hopefully lock onto this Town Hall, taking some time because of the Hound that popped there. But pops the Warden Eternal Tome as they step right into that Town Hall poison. But we have the King ability running around the outside of the space with the Raw Champion now coming down as well. Yetis have come out of that Siege Barracks, moving his way through. These healers keeping his troops alive. Is looking pretty good as he's rounding the backside of the space now.
Yeah, and it's just crazy how powerful... Sorry. Those troops around the outside can be, and take a look at how many spells they have left. This looks incredible. Wow.
Yeah, look at these troops. They are just making their way around this base nice and easy. Has the RC ability spell, has an invisibility spell. What an attack here from Marnal with the Super Witches, and look at the time. He's got 30 seconds left to clean up the outside of this base. Can pop the RC to skip across, and he does just that. Drops the balloon, minion, wizard over to help the left side clean up. The queen is behind this wall here. She'll have to make her way back around with her ability. But this is another 3-star from Space Station. And you cannot afford to fail once against a team like Space Station. Because if you do, you won't have the chance to make that comeback if Space Station puts up a perfect ward potentially.
It is just so crazy how consistent they are. Like, Space Station looking unstoppable so far. Bringing out the Super Witches as a specific counter, I guess, to the ring base. Because they felt like, okay, this last Lalo attack was maybe a little bit close. Maybe we should try something different. And now we're going to see those Super Witches. So really nicely done from Marinelle. And this means we're back to repotted. And they're still in the position that they have to keep 3-starring and hoping and praying for a great defense. This is all what they can do, and keep 3-starring. That's, nothing more they can do at this point.
Yeah, they got to keep 3-starring and hope that they get a defense with one of the attacks falling short, because Bernal, you could kind of expect him to come in with a 3-star, right? Because he's been perfect throughout it all. So then they're just going to hope on the last attack, or whoever that is for Space Station, to fail, and that's where they will hopefully have a chance to make the comeback. And we got Matt coming in with the E-Dragons, and E-Dragons in Stage 3 has tripled only 50% of the time, and it's been used 16 times total, with 8 of them being 3 stars. So let's see if he's able to get us done with sneaky goblins inside of this blimp, trying to secure this town hall with no spells. And he does just that. Well done. Town hall goes down. And that's gonna help set up the one side of the funnel to push the E-Dragons into the core of the base.
Yeah, but I feel like the biggest problem for him is that this air defense did not go down at this bottom side around the town hall. I feel like this was something he was really counting on. So that's really unfortunate. At the same time, he has to invest now a freeze to somehow get rid of this headhunter at the top side, which is right now a bit hard to see. But there is the headhunter, which attacked the queen, and he forced the freeze. So that's nothing which is good for him. Right now, he's trying now to take down this air defense at the left side, because this would be an air defense staying alive for a lot of time. Really shooting at those Electro Dragons non-stop from the flank.
Yeah, it pops that warning ability, clips a bunch of the E-Dragons through as they making their way into the core of the space. His heroes, King, Queen, are going to make their way all the way to the edge on the far right side. Now, doesn't have to worry about the CC since he's already taken it out. Pulling a few red air bombs into the core. He's hanging on to the World Champion of trying to find the best opportunity to use her, as we have a few sticky air mines going off, hitting these E-Dragons.
Yeah, now this is always what is so important on the back end. How are those lightnings looking like? Is he going to get good chains or not? And right now, the answer is, I think, pretty simple, because there's no Electro Dragons left. The invisibility spell is too late. And this means now he is in a big problem. Maybe he can have the same hero power as we have seen earlier from Space Station. But at the same time, though, this is going to be a bit problematic, considering that he has an Expo, actually 2 Expos still standing, a Royal Champion until a couple of seconds, and defending Warden and the Scatter. That's a lot of damage on those heroes. It's not going to be easy, but it's still possible. Unicorn is alive, and Queen is getting healed up.
Yeah, that Queen is getting healed up. The King's Barbarians are helping tank this King now as he's making his way around. Is there going to be a chance still? There's still 3-star. Are you serious? But time, that's going to be a problem. This air defense and builder hut might just be the last 2 things remaining if the Queen and King get through all this. Marno's looking to try to help defend. 15 seconds. There's 2 big storages. Hope without slow health. The ground skeletons are popping up. We're going to slow him down. Wow.
Yeah, we have not only talked about the offensive power of Space Station, right? We have talked about their defense as well. They were able to win earlier already versus Queen Walkers, not only because of their incredible offense, but as well because of their really, really strong defense. I mean, they have one of the best defenses right now out of the remaining 8 teams.
Yeah. It's incredible. The defenses for Space Station have also been on another level, just like they're attacking. That's why they have not lost so far in any of the stages, through the ladder, through the double elimination first one, through the Swiss, and now they're back into the last stage of the double elimination. But if you guys are wondering what another match in the upper bracket, we have Inquisition and Queen Walkers going on at the moment. Queen Walkers and Inquisition are tied up completely, both at 8 stars, but Queen Walkers have a 3-building lead at the moment, because the winner of this match is going to take on the winner of Inquisition and Queen Walkers in the upper bracket, and then the winner of that gets a golden ticket. But before we can get ahead of ourselves, we're watching Bernal going in for Space Station. He has not failed yet throughout the qualifiers, as we have the Queen charge Lalo, his specialty, dropping the Queen to the top side, gonna make her way closer towards the Eagle Artillery, looks like, and trying to stay away from this air defense so that his healers don't get hit.
Yeah, and he was just, still is, so good as well in Legends, until the point where he said, okay, he has to prepare, he has to put more time into this preparation for the Clash of Clans World Championship. But I think he still loves to attack those Legend style bases. He was just obliterating them when he was pushing really top 10 in the world in Legend League and everything. he is just one of the best Queen Charge Lalo attackers out there. And he tries to prove that again with taking down yet another box space. And especially one of the best teams which is beating box spaces. Like Reported is really known for their incredible base beating skills. For example, with their ring bases, their box bases, they're known for that. So let's take a look if Bernal can take this out. Because so far, this Queen did not take down that much. But now it's all about, again, with this Lalo taking down the damage. We have talked about that earlier. Trying to take down the Scatter and the Expo. Everything which is threatening those heroes.
Yeah, with that rage now onto the Town Hall, Yetis do secure that as the Lava Hound, forcing that Queen ability to take out the air defense. But he needs these balloons to make their way over to the multi-target Inferno. They haven't. Still has his King and RC to utilize, as he's going to have a little mini Lalo come to the bottom side. But no, he does not grab that multi-target Inferno. Decide not to invest a freeze spell onto it, which could have frozen the multi and the sweeper. Now he's going to rely on his Queen to continue her way through, waiting on this King and RC. Man, he's waiting patiently to use them.
Yeah, trying to wait as long as possible, trying to support those heroes on the back end. Again, the heroes are the important factor. He's relying on the heroes. It's not about the Lalo, it's about the heroes taking down the important defenses out. And this Royal Champion is going directly for the single Inferno Tower. That would be clutch. But the Queen at the top that is struggling. Oh no, the Queen is going down. And that might be the deciding factor for maybe this base defending, but the King is tanking as well.
Oh, the King is still up. The RC is hanging on here as he's making his way around to the Scattershot. But the Scattershot and Archer Tower are going to work together. And the Scattershot stays up. And we've got a defense. And Bernal is going to be falling short. Not going to be getting a 3-star. And this is exactly what Repotted needs. But they need a little bit more help. They need another fail to come in from Space Station to hope that then they can have a chance, because they're down by 2 triples overall, but 89% there for General X's defense is amazing against a player just like Bernal, who hasn't failed until just then, falling short in that attack. But Space Station know that if they triple their next attack, they are guaranteed to move on anyways, because they have 2 defenses against Repotted. But Repotted have to triple their next 2 attacks to have a chance.
That's right, and I think everyone should get ready. At least the clashes out there who are in Legend or who are in Clan Wars or Clan War League, you will see this base a lot of times, I think, in the next couple of days, because this is an incredible defense. I mean, not only versus Bernal, which makes this even more impressive, but an 89% 2-star defense for this level is really, really solid. So seeing that is quite impressive. And now then, it's back again to Repotted, and they have to 3-star. You have said this already. They have to still hope for a defense. But first, they need to 3-star on their own. If they're not doing that, well, then the defense would not even matter at this stage anymore. And General X is in with the Inferno Dragons.
And with the Bat Spell and Rocket Loon to help provide the distraction so the Rocket Loon can move its way in and then pull the Seeking Air Mine, which is brilliant, so that the Blimp doesn't get popped too early. Takes out the Town Hall through the rage. Takes out an Expo. Takes out a Wizard Tower as well. And the air defense. Brilliant value with that Blimp. Very nice job as now pulling the Goblins, the Lava Hound, Headhunter to the bottom side of the space. Using his Queen as well. Gonna have to drop that poison spell, or he just clears the Headhunt. Oh, the Queen's taking a little extra damage, but does get through that Headhunter right there. Has about half health left. Drops that poison spell now to set up the mass Inferno Dragons.
And you have to remember, 1 entire minute is already gone. Yes, air attacks are just quicker in general because they can just ignore the walls. But 1 minute gone, that's already 1/3 of the attacking time completely out of this one. So he has to really rely on the power of those Inferno Dragons through the entire base, using Bat Spells and Skeleton Spells to distract defenses. The core single Inferno Tower is, of course, a nice thing to distract with an Skeleton Spell like this. But right now, this Sweeper is pushing all of those Inferno Dragons to the outside, and not that many are actually going for the core, and this is a big problem.
That is the problem there, but that one Inferno Dragon making its way into the middle, which is brilliant to take down that Inferno Tower. He's got his Inferno Dragons moving the way now back to the middle as he freezes up the scatter with the Royal Champion coming behind the skeleton spell that he deployed. The Queen still got her ability. His RC still has it. The Kings just died off, but the Barbarians are still moving their way around, trying to have these Dragon Riders join into the core. As the Royal Champion's ability goes off, down goes the Ground Expo. Queen burns her ability, trying to make their way to that multi-target Inferno with one Invis left here.
Yeah, Royal Champion jumping over the wall, and the Inferno Tower should go down. It's now not many defenses and not many troops, but I think as long as there's not a crazy amount of traps, this is going to be the 3-star reported needed to have still at least the dream of getting back into this match and staying alive. The dream is still alive of the upset happening, and Space Station now have to get their 3-star in to make sure that, well, they're not giving Reported the possibility of going for this upset.
Yeah, upsets indeed up in the upper bracket because Space Station is the favorites coming in as they were the overall #1 seed and haven't lost as well. But a few updates as well for those viewers at home for the other matches, because there's 4 matches going on right now here in the bracket. We have GS, who is 4 for 4 against, we have Blind Esports, who only have the 9-star. So that's 12-9. They've got the lead for GS. So they're looking good to potentially to advance as well. Queen Walkers, because the winner of this match is going to take on Queen Walkers. We have 11-11 tie right now in that match. And Queen Walkers are up by still the 3 buildings. And then the last match as well is going to be Marshall's Kiss versus SG Tristella. Marshall's Kiss, if I'm looking over here on the stats to my side, is down. So SG Tristella has 10. Marshall's Kiss has 9 right now in that match. So, a lot of these matches is going to be really interesting as the final results are coming in. We have Soleno coming in with that Queen Charge Lalo as well. 3 Rocket Loons. Potentially to go. Well, we have the air defense that's a little bit deeper, so he has to be careful about that. But if this fails, Potted has potentially a chance to try to make that comeback.
Yeah, the chance is there, and especially like those bases which look symmetrical, but they're not. Because take a look at the Inferno Towers. Yes, one single Inferno Tower at the top side and one multi-Inferno Tower at the bottom side. And now it's all about the mind games, okay? It's now all about the mind games. What is the what is the side the attacker is going into? Are they going to charge into the multi-Inferno Tower, which is, I would say, more likely, or not? So you can trap the side and everything. But at the same time, I feel like maybe they have tweaked the base a little bit, but I think they have used a similar, at least really similar base to this one already last week in Stage 3, if I remember correctly. But let's see if that's going to work, because back then the blimp actually was baited near the Royal Champion. That's how it was defended last time. But let's dive into this one, because the Queen Charge so far, Carbon Fin, looks incredible. Especially take a look at the Rocket Loons. They're even taking down the Expo as well. Never mind.
Yeah, it just barely stayed up, but it meant they took down an important thing, which was the air defense, so that his healers through this charge did not get taken down. But that Stone Slammer is slowly moving its way in, and a Lalo is going to come over the Town Hall, but we got Teslas and more Teslas all popping up here. The Queen taking some shots from the Eagle Artillery, but she is staying alive here. One more Rage maybe to keep her going, because that's a lot of value that this Queen can take down.
Yeah, she can reach so many buildings over there. The Rage would be needed. Nope, the Queen ability instead is getting forced, so he's using the Rage for the Loons at the top side to get them out of that Town Hall. And again, it seems like those box spaces really look strong versus the Lalo attacks from Space Station. Yes, the King left, but Carbon, I am not sure if the King and the Royal Champ are strong enough for the back end.
Oh no. This is going to be a question mark. We have the scatter of the single target Inferno there. That the single locks down of the Queen. He does have a freeze. Decides to use it onto the single to keep his Queen going. We have the Ground Expo on the backside. King's ability finally just goes off. Has the Royal Champion a few balloons to kind of help snipe these buildings down to the bottom side. Moving his way through. that RC is getting stuck onto the tornado trap. 25 seconds time is a question mark, but these balloons are coming in clutch to help pick off these defenses over the wall.
This Headhunter trying his best to take down the gold storage, and time is ticking, but it seems like the time is not ticking fast enough. And this attack is turning into a 3-star. Space Station has done it multiple times. We have seen again 7 loons and both of the heroes, the King and the Royal Champion, both were safe for the back end to get the power through. The balloons were used to distract defenses, to take down defenses which were distracted by the King, really working together nicely. And this Lalo is only really specifically designed to take down a certain area of the base. In this case, to take down the tunnel compartment, because the Town Hall, I think, were 2 X-bows, for example, in this compartment, which are all big threats to heroes. So this is the entire purpose of this Lalo. Dealing with threats towards the heroes, and then the heroes are going to finish things off and keep working for them. It's crazy.
Yeah, it is insane. But the thing I'm noticing in those attacks as well that Space Station is doing is they're saving a handful of balloons for the end to try to help pick off defenses to help grab that. As we have the final attack for Repotted. Yes, this cannot win them the match, but of course they just want to add 3 stars. And updates on some other wars that we have. Queen Walkers have just tripled their final attack, putting them to 14, meaning that Queen Walkers have won their match no matter what. So Queen Walkers will be advancing to take on Space Station in the next round. And SG Interstella and the lower matches, but still in the upper bracket, they have just defeated Marshall's Kiss as well. So Marshall's Kiss will be going down. That will be a 13 to Marshall's Kiss is trying to put up 12 in that match. And then GS has defeated Blind Esports. GS puts up a perfect war, 15 stars in their match. Wow, some crazy stuff that we have in this upper bracket. And we're looking at this attack from Fantastic. This Warden Walk Flame Flinger has set up their values, and now he's going to continue now sending his King in with this attack. But he's got a Warden Walk into... Now I'm trying to put this together into a little mini Lalo here.
Yeah, it's a cool idea to play this Warden Walk into like a hero dive, but instead of just using regular troops, he's adding the... Well, he's just... Oh, no. Wait, Sneaky Goblins. Oh. Yes, Thanos is going down. He's keep adding the healer, or he's just adding the healers to the heroes. Another invisibility spell to make sure the Thanos is going down. And take a look at that. At this point, the question is then, what is left for the Lalo? Because this hero dive is still going. We still have the jump spell leading those troops into the back end. And then the Lalo just for this bottom side, where there is one scatter shot. The Multi-Inferno Tower, both Multi-Inferno Towers actually should go down. And this means this Lalo has to take down the scatter compartment. And that's pretty much it.
Yeah, if he takes that compartment down with the Rage, RC ability does go off, moving his way through with that freeze through that section as he's trying to get through the Archer Tower. The Ground Expo doing some damage, has a Rage, have Freeze spell to try to keep his RC alive through the enemy RC. There's the last Rage coming down, and look at all these balloons. This is looking fantastic for Tim-tastic, with a few minions left to utilize Queen ability as well. And what an attack! A Warden Walk Flame Flinger into a Lalo and Sneaky Goblins to help grab that Town Hall. You don't see that all too often. And unfortunately, it's not going to be enough for Repotted Gaming to get the victory here. So they're only going to be getting 13 stars. And that's what happens if you fail twice. Trying to win a match is going to be very difficult.